The reason I'm passionate about the subject of innovation is because without innovation, you have nothing. I love what Peter Drucker said, that business is about two things. It's about marketing and it's about innovation. It's about you becoming better today than you were yesterday, and if you don't become that, then you're nothing. It's about that continual progress, and I love progress because it makes people happy. So that is why I'm extremely passionate about the subject, because it makes people better, it makes organizations better, and it makes society better. Just think about this. A couple of years ago, there are certain people that wanted to travel, but they could not sleep. They could not travel because they could not sleep. They could not find nice hotels. But now, with Airbnb, you can travel and sleep at a nice place near town because people have innovated. They've made the accommodation cheaper, accessible, and they've made it very easy for you to find. So that is why I'm passionate about this subject. That's a very interesting question. You see, I like to give this example. Every child can talk, but not every child can read and write. Now, the talking is the creativity, and the reading and writing is the innovation. It's the action. Everyone has that innate ability in them to create something, but innovation is taking whatever you've created and making it profitable, but also making sure that you're doing it to benefit people. So innovation is more like reading and writing, and you learn it. No one is born really very innovative. It's something that you learn, but creativity, everyone has a bit of that, more or less, depending on how much you practice it. So that's the difference between the two. The biggest challenge for innovators is the pull between the operation and doing something new. You're confronted with the fact that you must pay the rent, but at the same time, you must make yourself better. You must make your products better, or you must create new products. And usually, there's a pull for innovators to focus so much on making things new. But if you focus so much on innovating, the challenge in there is that you won't have the money to pay the bills, because innovation is uncertain. You never know where it's going to swing, so you cannot rely on it 100%. But at the same time, you need it. So you need to have not really a balance, but you need to make sure that you're spending enough time on things that are going to make you pay your bills, and at the same time innovating. So it's a balance. It has to be intentional. You have to work on it and overcome that challenge. If you can overcome the challenge between the operations and the execution of innovation, then you are on your right track. Because to me, that's the biggest challenge that innovators actually face in this day and age. And for that reason, actually, most of them end up not innovating because they are so much focused on just paying the bills. But find the balance and you solve that challenge. Yeah, this is a case of a yes and a no, and I'll give you a very quick example. You must know what you're innovating, how you're innovating, and why you're actually doing it. If you've watched the series The Men Who Built America, the time when JP Morgan goes to Thomas Edison and they start inventing taking electricity across America. I think they first go to, I think it was Chicago. So while in Chicago, they put up a spectacle. I mean, it was one of the best electricity things that they had put up at the time. but they were using direct current. Direct current is not very friendly. They tried to put it in the execution chambers, and guess what? It just burnt up the people. And so Nikola Tesla on the other side, a guy who had he had the best. He was inventing the right thing. He was using alternating currency, and he should have benefited more, because up to now we use alternating currency. But Nikola Tesla never benefited from it because he never had a very good business mind. He never had the greatest. He actually sold out most of he gave out most of the patents that he had for SC, and so in the end he died poor. He never really he never profited from the innovation. And today the company we know as GE really came from JP Morgan and Thomas Edison. So those guys benefited big time from innovation because, number one, they knew how, they knew what they were innovating, they knew what the market wanted, and they found a way of actually getting SC from from the Nikola Tesla camp. So not anyone can innovate from innovation, but anyone with the right knowledge, with the right technique, and with the right advice can benefit from innovation if they choose to. Okay, so it's something that you have to learn. You have to be positioned in the right way. So it's not obvious, but you can learn it. Yes, I love this statement, and I think it comes in from a guy called Warren Buffett. It was when 2008, when there was an economic collapse, and they invited him on TV and they asked him, so Mr. Buffett, what has caused this collapse? And he says, you know what, the economy has three kinds of people. First comes the innovators, then the imitators, then the idiots. that last part just makes me laugh. But here is the thing: if you look at any market, whether you're in the hotel industry, or you're in the coaching industry, the one that I'm in, training and coaching, any industry, transport industry, solar, wherever you are, fashion industry, in every industry there are idiots, yeah, and there are imitators and there are innovators. The imitators are people that wait for people to start something and then they copy. I'll give you a very, very quick example. In the hotel industry, especially in the luxury business, you have guys like Marriott. Now Marriott is a top brand, and it innovates because it has that personal care. You don't have the plastic kind of thing when you go to the hotel, and there's a certain way they tell you, you're welcome sir, this, that. And then the imitators are people like Serena. I know I'll have a seminar there sometime, so they'll give me space, no problem about it. But in terms of imitation, Serena Hotels really is an imitator in the luxury hotel business because they are so plastic about their kind of service. It is very predictable. Is it good? Yes, but they are imitating. They don't really give you that X factor, that thing that is very memorable. So they are imitators. And then idiots. The idiots are too many. I won't really give examples, but in every industry they are there. So the reason I love this statement is because at every one moment I'm asking myself, am I innovating? Am I imitating? Or am I an idiot? And guess what? You have to continuously innovate in order for you not to become an imitator or an idiot. So where are you? Are you an innovator, an imitator, or an idiot? Thank you so much, and I hope I've been of help answering these questions. I have had so much fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios, muchachos.